So we have quite a number of different projects that are ongoing right now, and I kind of want to step through a couple of them. So about 2 years ago now, the Chief of Staff asked for what he called he was calling the readiness dashboard. He just wanted to get some sense of how ready the Army was, and through that process, he said, "I want access to all the data that the Army has at my fingertips, at my desktop."
Wow.
And so
Big ask.
that's a huge ask, right? And so the reality is he doesn't really need all the data necessarily, right? But all of the data required from the business side and from the mission side fused together in one way that is consumable by him and his senior leaders is essentially where we are today. And so two things, so the Army, what is now called the Army Leader Dashboard, right, intended to be used not only for readiness, but for also other types of business decisions, has been piloted for almost 9 months or so now. It's been online and operational. We've got a lot of lessons learned out of this process. And so from there, we're creating not just most people say, we're going to create a data lake, right? So we're actually going to break this down into multiple individual data lakes based off of what we're calling information domains rather than parts of the organization or systems, right? And so things like financial management is one of the domains, human capital is a domain, so we're going to try and put all the people data in one place, or all the financial data in one place, or all the logistics data in one place. And when I say one place, it's a logical one place, so it's going to be a cloud-based storage solution that we're going to take from the originating data sources. I don't want to call them authoritative because we've learned that they're not so authoritative over time. So the originating data sources, we're going to curate them, and we're going to cull them in, and we're going to clean them, and then we're going to deem the data lake the authoritative data sources. So that's going to be hugely important to us, and so we're right now tentatively calling this the Common Data Framework. We don't have a snazzy name for it, although OSD is trying to give us one, so we'll see what happens. And then we are actually partnering with what is now soon to be nominated or named the DoD Chief Data Officer, which is, they've got this thing called the Defense Repository for Common Enterprise Data, DERSED. They're also branding it with a new name because the DoD, we have to come up with acronyms. But so what we want to do is we want to take our curated data and feed into their database that they are now fusing data across all the military departments and the services into one kind of big repository. Now, their repository is specifically used for business kind of data, not mission data per se. So what we're investigating is us in the Marine Corps and the Navy, a little bit the Air Force, but can we take our concept of this common data framework and turn it into a tactical thing that we can now in theater create theater level sort of repositories based off of whatever the type of mission data might be. That's a little sketchy because of the disadvantaged, disconnected, sort of limited bandwidth environments in the forward deployed areas. But there's a lot going on.
Going on.